Hello and welcome to another edition of Sandshark Bites. I'm your host Justin Jarrett, joined as always by Captain Kangaroo himself, James A. Duffy. I don't know, that red jacket always makes me think of Captain Kangaroo for some reason. Mr. Green Jeans.
Just another day.
Just another day, and what another week, and what a week it has been.
It has. It's an exciting week. Lots of players to be mentioned. Lots of sports to be reconciled with. And
yeah, it's going to sound like we're reading the phone book.
Yeah, we got a lot.
So many names to run through.
Where do you start?
Well, how about we start with 4 Sun Conference Players of the Week this week? That's a good place to start, right?
Yeah.
let's
Gora
list
on the
them
mound
off.
again.
Gora,
Estepari.
your cityman, St. Louisan.
In track and/or field.
Brandon Gordine.
And in golf.
Franzi Knuch.
That's 2 weeks in a row for her, isn't it?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I can't keep track.
I want to say
She's so good every week.
She is. She's fantastic.
And as a matter of fact, we'll be talking to her a little later on the show. She and fellow German, Vanessa Schlu, they will be coming on the show to do a little between 2 German Finns.
Outstanding. Yeah, and the women's golf team ended up, 4th?
Yeah, ended up 4th, which, you know, they're ranked 7th in the nation, so you go, 4th's okay. Well, yeah, there were 7 of the top 10 teams in the nation or something like that in the field, 9 out of the top 25, so pretty impressive performance, finished ahead of number 2 SCAD, so things have been going really well for them. And the great part is they feel like they still have not played even close to their potential yet.
That's the thing about golfers, though, is try to give a golfer a compliment the day after, even if they, tie for 4th and do very well overall. You say, Vanessa, nice job yesterday.
Could have been better.
It always could have been better. That's the thing about golfers. If they didn't come in first by a million shots, if they don't hole it out on every hole.
They don't shoot 18
right.
like Kim Jong-un or Il or whichever one it was. Yes, that's absolutely true. Men's golf did pretty well also.
Tied for 7th?
Tied for 6th, I believe.
Sure.
They were both at the NAIA Golf Week Invitational. Golf Week NAIA Invitational. What have you at Howie in the Hills.
Howie in the Hills.
Sounds like a horror movie locale.
With Howie Mandel.
Yes, something like that.
Howie in the Hills.
Are we recording? Is this real life? Is this real life?
Is this on?
I feel like I'm in a little bit of a daze today, to say the least.
Too nice to be inside. That's the problem. It's too nice to be inside.
Sure, there you go. There you
go. What else? So men's golf, women's golf. Check. Next.
We mentioned track and/or field momentarily. Brandon Gordine with a fantastic performance. He had a couple of school records. They were already his, but he improved upon them. Got an A standard in the 110-meter hurdles. I'm forever amazed by hurdlers. It's just phenomenal. I have the shortest legs in the world. So
well, that's not a thing because we have Rochelle Toth.
That's true, and she's a hurdler. Good point. But she can also hula hoop, and I can't.
She can. That's true.
Yeah.
They're up to Kentucky this weekend.
Yeah, they are. They're going up to the University of the Cumberlands. He wasn't the only one though. Vecchio had a good performance. Who else had? What else did we run?
Throwers too.
Throwers had some good performances. I know Betsy had a school record in the 5,000. Now I'm suddenly blanking on what all we had.
Good thing you're not a information professional of some kind.
It's at this point in the semester, it's such a blur. There have been so many events. It's like, wait, did that happen on Wednesday or did that happen last Saturday? I don't know what day it is.
So anyhow,
most of the time.
We're seeing Nathan Wags putting his name on the board here and there. We're getting to see him. That's Nathan Wagner for his parents out there.
Yeah, he's
throwing like a crazy person.
He's all grown up. He's a great javelin thrower now.
Yeah, I tell you.
It's crazy.
He's taking that long body of his and putting some muscle on it. And
Bill Mahoney is he's doing yeoman's work with those throwers. He's got them chucking it. And speaking of throwers, Josh Roper is a thrower, and he and our sprinter, Pamela Robinson, are up at the State House today, actually.
Representing the
Sandsharks. It's National Student Athlete Day on Wednesday, April the 6th. And they're up at the State House representing USCB, and what fantastic representatives they are. I don't know how well you've gotten to know those 2 kids, but
Pamela Robinson
they're awesome.
I've known since day one, so she's great. I really like her a lot. Glad to have her around.
Well, Josh Roper's great as well.
So.
He's a fantastic kid, and
heard good things.
It was a slam dunk to send those 2 up there, and they were looking sharp this morning, all ready to go with Coach Kimball. So we're happy to have them there, and and proud of them to to have that opportunity as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And baseball.
Oh,
Should we save baseball?
Killing it. They are
Should we save
killing it.
baseball? All right, yeah,
Baseball.
it's dead. It's dead. Baseball
Kiss
took
of death right there.
Baseball took 2 out of 3 at St. Thomas over the weekend, which was number 24. I would say that's one of the bigger tests we've had so far, and passed with flying colors. John Gora, as we mentioned, was the pitcher of the week after he got it done again. He gave up 2 runs in a complete game against the Bobcats, who can swing the heck out of it. And Tommy Estepari was tearing it up, just like he's been all year. He's about to break a bunch of records. And then the new rankings came out on Tuesday. Sand Sharks up 1 spot. New high water mark for the program all time, number 5 in the country. So,
But number 1 in your heart.
number 1.
And
in our
also,
hearts.
as we talk about these guys, we need to mention the kind of efforts they go to continue being champions of character. And just today, they were out in front of the dining hall recruiting again for Be the Match, helping out with the nursing program.
How about that?
A bunch of them were out there signing people up and signing
Awesome.
themselves up. We now, if you remember last year's story about Jason Boulay, we have now had 3 students be matched.
Really?
And out of this small population of students.
I didn't know there was a third one.
We are beating all kinds of odds.
Was
on
that a
this.
non-student athlete, the third
Non-student
one?
athlete, yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
When I get that name, we'll
Kicking
announce
butts,
them
and,
too.
kicking butts and saving lives, man.
That's right.
Fantastic.
So
Lena Sekarkova, of course, was the other one on the women's golf
from the
team.
golf team, sure.
She underwent her, it wasn't a procedure per se, it was just, she just donated the blood cells, but she did that earlier this year.
Yeah.
So that's an awesome thing. If you're not signed up for that and you're eligible, go to bethematch.org and be sure to sign up. You can actually get a kit sent to you at home. You can swab the inside of your cheeks, stick it back in the package, and mail it back to them, and they'll put you in the database.
Just that easy.
Yep, they'll find you a match. I don't think you're eligible. Are you eligible?
I was last year.
Oh, okay.
I might be too old this year or something.
There's an age restriction on that. I don't know.
Thanks
There's
a
a
lot.
point. I'm close.
Thanks,
I'm close.
pal. Really
I'm already
appreciate
in there
that.
though. I'm already in there.
Yeah, you can,
But yeah, it's been
maybe
a
there's
phenomenal
height requirement
season.
too. How do you like that?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Must be 48 inches to donate.
This tall to donate.
Well, speaking of which, the Germans made fun of my height a little bit before our interview today, so they were kind of towering over me, and they said, "We are not even tall for Germans." And I said, "Well, I'm mostly German, so I don't know what to make of that." But
yes, softball.
yes. Well, first baseball. Let's go back
okay,
to
going
baseball.
Back to baseball still.
They
Yes.
they will be home this weekend. They've got Weber International coming in. Game 1 of the series, doubleheader on Friday. Game 1 at noon. That'll be on the county channel, assuming that the weather doesn't
And that's a change in your schedule at home. It was supposed to be 1 game this Friday, a doubleheader on Saturday.
Yeah, those things are always in flux.
So I'll announce it here right now. Not
Yep.
going to be there. Can't be there.
Can't be there
No,
noon on
Can't
Friday.
be there noon on Friday.
All right, it's me and Carlo,
Yeah.
the
Oh, good,
dynamic
Carlo.
duo.
Carlo Perusa, tearing it up.
That's right.
I will let the county channel know before they see this. that-
We'll be on at noon. Then Game 2 will be on the Sand Shark Game Day Network, and the same for Game 3 of the series at noon on Saturday. So that's the last conference home series, believe it or not. We're wrapping it up early. We got a couple more home games non-conference, but all the rest of the conference games are on the road. And Sand Shark's still first in the conference, trying to protect it,
Yeah.
and hopefully looking for a spot in that opening round, even a number 1 seed perhaps.
Oh, come on. Really? That's what you're going to say? You're going to say that this early, and you're going to... Oh.
We're hoping for it.
Hoping is fine. Saying it out loud is a whole other thing.
All right. Yeah, we don't believe in the Sand Shark Bites jinx. We'll talk about that a little bit later too.
Okay.
It's not a thing. It's
Okay.
not a thing. We've been talking about John Gora all season, and he's just tearing it up.
Okay. All right.
And all those guys. Softball. It's been a roller coaster ride, man. But you've got a positive spin to put on things.
8-4 over the last 12. 8-4 over the last 12.
8-4 over the last 12. 2-2 in conference, back above 500. Big conference doubleheader on Sunday at Thomas after we play at Columbia College on Friday. And if we can win 2 at Thomas, big if, but if we can do it, we'll be looking at 4-2 in the conference, which going into those first 3 matchups, you would say that's pretty good to come out at 4-2. So let's hope. Let's hope against hope.
Yes.
The pitching was fantastic on Monday against Warner. Ashley Lehman threw a shutout, and then Abby Pack, the freshman, came in and threw a 3-hit shutout. Abby pitched again yesterday at Middle Georgia. threw 6 innings in relief and got a win. Was fantastic again.
Abby Pack makes me really comfortable about our future.
Abby Pack she's pitching really well. She was took a tough luck loss in game 2 yesterday, came in relief again, and a couple errors hurt her, and she gave up some unearned runs and took the loss. But she's pitched phenomenally, and you're right, gives us hope for the future for sure.
That's
right. Because we wondered, we wondered after Christy Cook and Ashley Lehman.
And Ashley Lehman's been doing great, and she's carrying us through, but then she's got to graduate.
Yeah.
So. We gotta. She's been that transitional leader for this year's pitching staff, and now Pack's coming up, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and some of the other freshmen are stepping up too. Caleb Boyle and Brody McGregor have really been swinging the bat well. Brody has been an awesome, pleasant surprise, and been batting cleanup lately actually. So that's pretty good for a kid who wasn't in the starting lineup on opening day to be your cleanup hitter. She's really risen to the occasion. And then the senior leadership with Missy Hughes, Whitley Martin, those guys are studs. Haley Brown as well. This team's they're gonna be dangerous
over the last few days, which has been nice. But and they're also having their faculty recognition day next Tuesday, April 12th. I've been invited. It's a great honor to be nominated by my students, or to be invited by my former students to come and be recognized. So they'll have that, and then they'll have their senior day Saturday. A week from Saturday, the 15th, 16th?
Senior day is on the 23rd, 24th weekend, whatever day that is.
Saturday, Sunday, 23rd, 24th.
There have been so many schedule changes, it's just all discombobulated in my head. But and then the other thing that's coming up for softball is Coach H sitting on 99 wins right now. 99 wins. So could come Friday at Columbia College, better come Friday at Columbia College. Or Sunday at Thomas, but hopefully Friday at Columbia College.
I would love to see it here Friday. That'd be great.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Do it here at home.
So lots going on. We've got you up to speed, and are you ready for the lesson in the German?
Let's see.
All right. Well, let's talk women's golf.
Schadenfreude awaits.
Yeah, let's talk women's golf in German. We got Franzi Knutsch and Vanessa Schlew coming up next on Sandshark Bites. Joined now on Sandshark Bites by, we've started calling them the Germans, the 2 Germans on the USCB women's golf team, and they've emerged as the top 2 players for the Sandsharks this season. Franzi Knutsch and Vanessa Schlew. Yeah? Did I get it?
Yeah.
All right. Our 2 great German players, Vanessa, of course, a freshman, and Franzi in her sophomore season here, and you've really been excelling. Franzi, in fact, top 10 in every event so far this spring, and all but one for the full 2015-16 season. And I know every time I see you, it seems like you say, it's just okay, you know, things aren't going great. So you feel like there's still room for improvement out there?
Yeah, definitely. There's not just a little bit room, there's a lot of room, not just for me, for the entire team. I believe we can achieve so much more than we already did. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, Vanessa, you've already shown a lot of improvement this year. I know it can be tough adjusting to the college game in your freshman year. That first semester you played pretty well, but the second semester here in the spring you've been really strong and had a great finish this past weekend. Do you feel like you've gotten adjusted to the college game and starting to feel more comfortable out there?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely gets better to play more tournaments and go more in the rhythm of like playing college tournaments, and definitely like getting to know the team much better is also great. And of course I'm happy to play more consistent this semester, and I can't say too much, but I hope it will like stay more consistent throughout the season now.
Yeah, if they seem like they're being guarded, they're very concerned about the Sandshark Bites jinx. I don't know if that's a thing, but they're worried about it for sure. You guys have some great rivalries. We're ranked 7th in the nation. I say we, like I'm on the team. But the Sandsharks are ranked 7th in the nation. Kaiser in our conference number 1, SCAD number 2. So some great rivalries there. And you have an especially big rivalry, Vanessa, because your sister Sabrina is on the Kaiser team. And you came out on top of that rivalry last week. Did it feel good to beat your big sister?
Yeah, of course. There's always, like, it feels good, but I can't be that happy since my sister just didn't play that well. And usually we're kind of on the same level, or she's a little bit better. So, I mean, of course I'm happy to play better than her, like, this weekend. But I know that it will, like, be different again, and it'll be fine. But
yeah, of course you want to do that at conference and nationals. That's where you really want to get her. And you beat your big rival. We jokingly say Elsa is the ice queen from Frozen, but Elsa Weston from Kaiser, I believe she was top 5 in the nation last year and really their star player. So You got her last week. Was that exciting for you?
It definitely was, especially since Northwood, well, Kaiser won nationals last year, so it was a big, big victory for me. And also, she has been a conference player of the week several times, and now I'm slowly catching up to her.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And you guys are really going to be challenged, of course, with those 3 top 7 teams, several others in the top 25 at conference. You go down to Valdosta, Georgia in a few weeks for the conference championships, Kinderloo Forest. Any thoughts about the golf course there?
Well, it's a tough course. We have had our challenges with it already last season, but I'm sure we can improve every time we play it more, so it's going to be good.
Vanessa, have you seen that course yet?
Yeah, I've seen it last semester too, and I'm not sure how I played, but I remember that there were like many hills and stuff. But I think how we play now, and it always depends on the shots. So if we improve a little over the next 2 weeks, so we're gonna practice hard, and then I hope we can make a good finish.
And if all goes well, you'll be back at our home away from home out in Pooler at Savannah Quarters Country Club for the national championships. I know we've had our ups and downs with that course as well, but what's it like? You know, Frenzy, you were there last year for nationals. To be that close to home on a course you're familiar with for the national championships has to be a good feeling.
Well, it is a good feeling, even though we needed to stay in a hotel just because it's NAIA rules, so we didn't really have a huge advantage. But it was just nice knowing, in case we forget something, we can always go back. Because when you travel, you know, there's a pressure of leaving something you need in case it rains or whatever. And it felt really nice having a lot of support from the school out there.
And Vanessa, you've seen that course a couple times now. It seems like we've played it a ton. You feel comfortable out there?
Yeah, I don't know. The first time I played there, I played really horrible, but the second time was good now. So I think I see that I can play the course good too, and that's like I'm really lucky about that. That I don't only have that bad memory, because then I think I would probably be really scared. But yeah, I see that I can play the course too, and I think it probably will be in a good shape, and so we should be fine.
Well, at the risk of a jinx, I've been on the record for 2 years now saying that this is the year that USCB gets a national championship, women's golf at Savannah Quarters. So
Let's not risk it.
pressure's on, pressure's on. All right, before we go, can we get a fins up in German?
Flossen hoch!
All right. Well, thanks, ladies, for joining me, and best of luck the rest of the season. We look forward to seeing you some more.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
We'll be right back with more here on Sandshark Bites.
At the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we offer small classes, individual attention, and an affordable education in an atmosphere that fosters diversity and achievement.
We are students.
We field 9 Sandshark sports teams that compete in the Sun Conference.
We are athletes.
We are one university with 2 campuses serving the coastal areas of South Carolina and Georgia.
We are the Low Country.
We are the fastest growing 4-year school in the University of South Carolina system. We are USCB.
The Germans.
Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Sehr gut. Funny story, I was trying to wow them with how much German I retained from my one semester in German class, and they were kind of laughing that I didn't remember very much, and I said, well, it was in 1996. And Franzi, the older of the two, said, oh, is that just before I was born? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
You're an old man.
I'm barely eligible for Be the Match.
You're an old man.
Yeah, yeah. Working around college students keeps you young, but it also makes you feel really old sometimes.
Constant reminder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Death is approaching.
Yes. Well, I think we've had a heck of a show, but
Absolutely.
of course,
We did not start off strong, but I
no,
think we finished
didn't.
strong.
Yeah, it's not how you start; it's how you finish. That's what they say,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, let's finish up the way we always do with the Sandshark Bites Athlete of the Week, and man, we had a lot to choose from this
Boy.
week.
I mean,
so many
Just
to choose
4
from.
without even thinking about it.
Yeah, right off the top, you've got 4 Sun Conference Athletes of the Week, and so narrowing it down from them is tough. But you know, Franzi's been just dominating this award. I feel like we've given it to her a time or two. She got some FaceTime today, so we can't double her up. Gora and Esto.
We've been giving them some recognition too.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot of recognition, but man, Brandon Gordine is doing yeoman's work on the track.
He's blowing it up.
He's phenomenal. Like I said, I have a level of respect for hurdlers that goes beyond. It's phenomenal to see someone who can sprint while jumping over high things.
Yes.
And that's what Brandon Gordine does. He is fantastic, and he is our Sandshark Bites Athlete of the Week. Once again, broke his own records in the 110-meter hurdles and the 400-meter hurdles. That was a qualifying standard for the national championships in the 110. And he's getting really close to qualifying in the 400 as well, and I think he may get there before the season is over. So
Potentially running in snow this weekend up in Kentucky.
Really?
And then the week after that in Miami. It's going to
wow,
be quite the change.
go figure. But yeah, Brandon's having a fantastic season. Congratulations to him for another great meet and for being our Sand Shark Bites Athlete of the Week. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back the same time next week, assuming we can squeeze it into the Heritage schedule. It's going to be a wild week, but I think we'll pull it off. We'll hope you will join us once again, and hopefully we'll catch up with Carlo as well.
Yeah.
Until then, keep those fins up.